Now the last time we dropped a video for you guys, it was 2 months ago on showing you guys the start of the paint booth. But now I can say, not only our paint room and our paint booth are done, but we also ended up just redoing the whole shop. And guys, introducing the new DIY gang, HQ. Now we have a lot to unpackage, but can we just give a moment of appreciation to the shop floor that we can actually see right now? Just how clean the shop is and how organized it's been, and I've been actually working behind the scenes for the past 2 weeks. We can fit a Miata and the Bronco body behind each other with tools in the back. That's like a first on this channel. We've built all-wheel drive Hellcats, we've done Hellcat Miatas, but never in the history of the channel have we had an organized shop. Now some of you guys I know have the same issue as me as being organized. And one of the things that we lose a lot of are keys. We got an 100 key holder box. That means that one day we'll have 100 cars in the fleet.
These are not cars. None of these are cars.
We will have 100 cars in the fleet.
You're putting that back.
This right here makes my life a whole lot easier. But I'm not gonna lie, we've been looking for the Armada keys for like the past 3 days, and that is the one set of keys that we can't seem to find after that Miata video. So, wish us luck in the comment section on finding that stupid Armada key. Next thing we got on the docket, we have our lift. Obviously, we're Phoenix on it. We'll get to that. But we actually have now a table with a lot of boxes of tools, but these are all empty. My wife just wanted to show to see if we can get sponsored by Hercules or Harbor Freight. I don't know if this is gonna reach them. Tag them, let them see this video, because Harbor Freight, your store has built this channel. And to show my support of your product, I bought every single one of them.
Not every single, but
well, all the ones that were on sale. Next thing, we finally have our tire machines. Yeah. We finally have our tire machines on the ground. They were been on pallets since we first got them from Benpack. Like a year ago, was it?
At least.
At
yeah.
least. We've been changing tires on the pallets, like all just combobulated. But now, the way the shop has been redesigned, we got it. It's set up nice in the corner. It actually looks like I know what I'm doing. I still don't got that machine figured out.
You still don't know what you're doing a little bit.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Oh yeah, Benpack, if you want to send me a new duck beaker or whatever this duck bill, yeah.
That's how I know you don't know what you're doing.
I'm still don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting there though. This is my pride and joy until I get the real one. Now, like most of you guys and gals that are watching, we have projects that sit and batteries that sit and end up dying. So for the meantime,
going to AutoZone every day.
yeah, to try to get it charged, we have the batteries off the ground and our own little setup to like charge it when we need to. So that way it gives me a better chance of not damaging and killing the batteries.
Because ask him how many times he's done that.
I've never done that. I've never had a battery die or ever ran out of gas. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we ran out of gas. No! Now, the number one thing that we needed in our whole just shop life is organization. That was like the number one problem that I had. Looking for tools, just everything everywhere and all mixed up. Now, we got this nice cabinet right here with all of our tools.
Power tools.
Power tools, shout out to the wife, she like found all these bins. Just everything power and storage related. And then coming over here, we have our liquids. So all of our oil, just brake clean, AC, all the special tools for this crap, everything's finally stored in one spot and it doesn't look like a mess. And the real cool part is,
it's a can dispenser.
I thought that was my idea.
Yes, it was. And it measured perfectly.
It literally measured like I had 1/8 of an inch left over in clearance. Now the one that's the real huge game changer.
You didn't show our pegboard.
Before we get to the huge game changer, we have our beautiful pegboard that the wife put together, and she got all of our electronics, everything that's gonna be
camera related.
Yep, with our beautiful YouTube plaque. Thank you guys for all your support. And this right here has been the dresser that has been carrying us for the longest. Shout out to Eldwin. Now, the last and final piece of inside the shop before we show you guys the spray booth and our new paint mixing room. This right here has been just, I swear I've probably had over 500 comments from you guys over just past years of, you need a table, you need to get off the ground, you're good, your back and knees are gonna thank you. Yeah, it's been crazy. And now that I've been using this for the past 2 weeks, you guys were right. She found this. This thing right here is a unit. Now this unit right here, it has drawers on drawers on drawers. We don't even have it filled up yet. Like, this is going to be just over time, we're gonna be able to fill this sucker. But this is a really nice unit now because everything is put in its place. We just have to put labels because I don't know where half of it's at. So that now this is our full fab table on top of using it as storage, which is freaking dope.
And it's what, 16 feet? I mean, 8 feet long.
It's 8 feet by like 4.5 feet long, like deep. Like this thing is massive. We got the TIG welder and the MIG welder. And for all of you guys, I don't even think I've mentioned it, I have been practicing on how to TIG weld. I got aluminum down where I'm at least comfortable with it. So that means we'll be able to get our butts working on the R8 again soon. But stainless steel, I've kind of struggled with. So if any of you guys in the Jacksonville area that know how to TIG weld and have some time to sit down with me for a little bit, because not only am I going to be TIG welding and MIG welding, but the lady behind the camera, she's gonna learn how to TIG and MIG weld. They say women are better than guys at some of this stuff, and they're a little bit more detailed. And on top of that, if you see that pegboard right back there, yeah, you see that? That pegboard is missing 3 more grinding helmets and 3 more welding helmets because our kids are also getting on board, and we're gonna be teaching them behind the scenes on how to MIG and TIG, so that way, when they get really good, I will have an official race team to help me build cars with me. So it will probably be all on the second channel, but I'm super proud to have that because now I'm going to have extra set of hands, and it gives the kids an opportunity to learn how to just do some trade stuff instead of just only doing social media. Just when you thought I couldn't have enough storage, I actually went storage crazy. After just getting everything so clean, I was like, I need 1 more drawer for under the table for all our welding stuff. So now we got that. And we still got 3 things on the bucket list. We need a CNC plasma cutter, a bandsaw, but most of all, a dyno. That's right, boys and girls. We're gonna have a dyno one day in the shop. Mark my words. But now the moment I'm sure a lot of you guys were waiting on, because we've been teasing a lot of you guys, is our spray booth. This is the booth.
And it looks super bright.
Yeah, it is. Is it?
Yes.
Now, I already tested this booth out. We did it with the Miata hardtop because I really wanted to know how well this booth was gonna perform. Because when we built it, we took 2 booths and made 1, and we did not know if it was gonna work. Yeah, that was the one thing that we kind of took a big gamble, but I gotta tell you guys, it works better than what any of us expected. Time to put on the clear coat. And then the sick part is, we didn't wet the floors, and the filters that we got, those are the basic filters. We got some better filters already on the way, so after these ones are used out, we're gonna have some filters that like filter out damn near everything. It's like gonna be surgically clean in here. But
I don't know if I would want surgery in here, but
this is for car surgery. This is for people that want to get the cars made over, you know what I'm saying? Facelifts. Off the gun, like, look at how clean. Can you see how clean that is? Yeah. And I did that with actually one of my cheaper guns just because I wanted to just
do everything possible.
Do everything to ruin the paint job as much as possible. And it still came out this nice, which I was like, let's freaking go. We went from using spray cans in my dad's backyard, then we upgraded to guns, and now we're at pro level with this. Like, yeah. It's just crazy.
Well, they haven't seen the pro level yet. Your paint
room. They haven't seen the paint. Oh yeah, the paint room. Behold our new paint room, guys. Now, the way this thing all came about was, so when we ended up redesigning the booth,
we had some extra panels.
Yeah, the air makeup unit that you see that's out there, it was actually right here, so there was no room to build anything. But once we changed the whole booth out and moved the air makeup unit forward and got rid of that whole trunk, it literally we had so much room back here, and I was like, we have to make a paint room back there. Once we've built it, we were not expecting to get the paint reps from Sherwin-Williams or none of them. We weren't expecting.
How did they even come and show up?
Listen to me. It was just by chance. So I had called the automotive paint store that I get all like our body supplies from, when I told him what I had built, he's like, well, I'll just go by and see what you got going on. And then when he showed up here, he was just so blown away on that, not only what the setup we had, but the fact that we did it ourselves. Put a paint mixing system. They came, they hooked us up, we set everything. Actually, this was all over there when we first showed it to them. Yeah. But then last minute,
we actually have pictures. So
yeah, we got pictures so I can show you guys. But then last minute, your boy found that gun washer. Now, the reason why that's a big deal is because that unit right there is about $5,000. Now, obviously you guys know I am too damn cheap to pay for that. But the way this happened, we found it for $350 at a pawn shop.
First, so he wrote to the person and the person was like, yeah, it's working, no problem. You know, I can send you a video of it tomorrow in the morning. So he's like, nope, we're leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning to be there for 10 in the morning when they open up. I don't care if it's working or not, we'll figure it out. So anyways, we went and...
yeah, we got there and she kind of called it. After trying to get everything running, when we finally got it running, everything was going through where it needed to, but also the pump, this sucker right down here, was spitting out a bunch of lacquer thinner. And that's when we found out, hey, listen, the pump is broken. What's the deal? I'm not paying $350 for it. And when I offered him $150, she stepped in and was like,
$150?
Heck no, $100. And then we ended up negotiating to $125. Now, I didn't look this good when we got it. So, you know, we still had to put about 2.5, 3 hours of cleaning this thing.
Well, you did.
Yeah. I was worth it. I don't care. I was like so happy as I said.
I think that was the only thing he didn't have me clean.
Yeah, I was like, no, I got this because I didn't want you messing with the thinners and stuff. But that is upgraded DIY Gang HQ. I still got 3 more things on our bucket list, and that's just gonna bring us over the top. Now let's get on to the projects because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about all of them. I need to give my buddy Brandon from Miller's Miata a huge shout out. He did a new Robbins top, and we could still use a hard top with this soft top. This is more for when we want to go to shows and we want to go topless. No top, yeah, we won't get stuck in the rain because that's happened to us already twice. We have a list of things that it's going to need to get done. Now, the big unveiling for this project is we're going to turn this car into a drift car. After putting about 300 pounds in the rear, it actually hooks up really freaking good. Now, we already got a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and it's just been sitting collecting dust. I do not know how to drift. I'm going to be learning how to drift. The rear drift brake kit along with the big brakes, and this car should be a pretty decent drift car. I don't know as far as handling. It does handle really well. Being the Miatas, they already handle really, really well. But I guess we won't know until we try it. The number one thing I want to do is the front steering shaft. You're not gonna really be able to see all of it. We ended up taking exhaust manifolds off of Hellcat, chopped it, and then redid the pipe. Now, it has worked for us. It's been working perfectly fine. Now, the only thing is we had to do a custom steering shaft to make those work because your boy does not know how to build headers till now.
Ask him the first time he tried.
They came out sick. No, they did not. This is years ago.
They did look nice.
They did look cool, but
they didn't fit.
Listen, they didn't fit. I didn't know how to weld. I had popcorn welds. It was just a nightmare, but it was the effort and the attempt. That's all that mattered. Yeah, it was for my Mazda Speed. Ice Engine Works, not sponsored, fully paid for, but from what I've seen and all the tutorials, this right here is dummy proof. For all you guys that don't know what this kit is, this is a Lego set for mechanics or guys that want to fab headers. Now, for all of my cars, I'm talking the all-wheel drive, the Hellcat Miata, hell, even the Bronco and Phoenix, and the R8, I will be able to now build custom headers. So instead of trying to find headers to fit, with this set, I'm hoping that after maybe building 1 or 2, I can get really good with it. I could build a set of headers in 1/4 of the time. Now, the reason why these are such a big deal is because now I'm gonna take the headers out of the Hellcat Miata, put a factory steering column, and then build the headers around or try to see if I can fit it before it. So then that way, when I'm doing drifting or anything, I have just one U-joint. That whole idea of custom U-joints or Heim joints, I don't like it. I'd rather try to keep the OEM steering shaft and then build aftermarket headers. This right here is a game changer. So that's the deal with the Miata. We're gonna put a drift kit on it. We're gonna build custom headers, and we gotta fix the steering shaft and also the AC line because it popped off and broke. So now that I've learned how to TIG weld aluminum, I could try to make some custom AC line fittings. So that's the deal with the Miata. Now the next one, the all-wheel drive. Now this is the wife's car. Well,
Yes.
no.
Yes. Eat that in.
This car is our car. But no. So I built this car. The whole idea behind this car is, if you guys don't know, this is an all-wheel drive Challenger Hellcat / Demon. Reason why? Because all the power that has been put into this is the same power as a Demon. It has a dual fuel pump. For all you guys that don't know, Trackhawks, 18 Trackhawks carried all the same specs and power as the 18 Demon. And that's what we got into here. But the reason why this beats the panties off of any Demon is because it's all-wheel drive. So we got the traction and power of a Trackhawk, but the lightweight part of a Challenger. So, you know, this thing, we haven't even been able to take it on a full quarter-mile pass because the first transmission we had in it was damaged. And even with that, we went to Roadkill Nights and we put the spanking on a red eye by like a bust and a half. Now that we got a new transmission in here, the only time I think we took it was when I went to Spectator Jackson. Even then, I launched ahead of a modded out Porsche. Yeah, Porsche 911 Turbo. So it was modded more than Cletus's actually. So that's a freaking cool thing. So we got a new transmission in this one. We ended up pulling the engine from Phoenix because you guys know Phoenix's engine was built. Now the reason why we did that is because Phoenix is undergoing a huge overhaul, so that way I could put the spanking on the wife when I'm done building Phoenix, because she's been talking a lot of smack behind the camera.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, she's been talking a lot. So, you know, she forgot who's the builder of this car.
You can be the builder, I can be the racer.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be the builder and racer for Phoenix, and then you're gonna have to put your money where your mouth is. We can race for pink slips, but
Okay.
I end up owning them both anyways.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it's all right.
No, mine's branded.
I want to also just give a huge shout out to my buddy Mac. He freaking ported this sucker out. Look at the massive port job on this sucker.
Why are you fisting it?
Yeah, because they have to see how big it is. Thing swallows my whole fist. So that is a huge port job. So this one is ready to just put back together, and we should have this baby fired up this week. Hands down. All the electrical's done.
We need to.
Yeah, we need to, because we have a lot of events.
I really want to bring this to the car show.
She's trying to, yeah, so we have all of the list of car shows that we're going to be trying to make. One of them is Caffeine and Octane on the 9th. We're going to try to bring the Miata and the all-wheel drive. Now, the all-wheel drive is not going to be pretty at all. I don't care. It's going to be. It's
still going to look cool, though, with the Roadkill Nights.
Yeah, it's still going to be, it's still going to be one hell of a ride, but we need to try to get this car buttoned up so we can be able to start making test and tune nights, take it bracket racing, and just start having some fun with it.
Yes.
So that's the deal with this car. Everything is damn near done. Just lacks buttoning it up, which we're going to be jumping on finally this week. And then Phoenix, huge overhaul. I cannot reveal that project until we make way more progress, because it'll kind of ruin everything. Now, the Bronco. I've probably gotten, I don't know how many requests for this Bronco. Now, for all of you guys that don't know, this is our 1972 WrestleMod Ford Bronco that we're doing. We have the frame already across the way with the 2015 Coyote Mustang engine 5.0 and a transmission, a 6R80 out of a 2016 Ford F-150. We got all the paintless wiring, we got all this stuff, and because we didn't have a booth, I didn't want to try to rush this car, because this is over $100,000 truck. Like, when done right, they bring in some big money. And this wasn't even going to be a YouTube car. This is actually going to be like a get our name out there, but more of a flip. And so because we want to make sure that everything was right, we paused on this thing. But now that the shop is ready, this is one of the first projects. And as you guys can see, it's already been in the shop. I've already been grinding on all the welds.
I don't know the color yet, though. Yeah,
we still haven't decided on the color. You're right. The original color was orange. And Mikey from up north had mixed me up some Barrett Jackson Big Bad Orange. I will do some spray outs. And if you guys are following us on Instagram, or go give us a follow, I will let you guys go over there, or we could even put a poll on YouTube and see what color you guys think we should go with, or
I
what.
saw an all black one today.
Oh man, I know the murdered out ones look sick.
It was nice.
Yeah.
But it had like the chrome bolts. I didn't like that.
Nah, I would, if I do black, I would want the wood, or like the
Peanut butter.
Yeah, the wood with the peanut. It needs to be accented right. Can't be all black. Like, it would look sick all black, but I think all black with some really nice rims, and yeah, it has to be tied together. But I don't know. That's something we can leave up to them. Now to the outside project. All-wheel drive Charger, aka the wife's future car. She's already calling dibs, and it's not even done yet, guys.
Yep.
So this is our all-wheel drive Charger that we're building. So then that way, the same way I did the all-wheel drive Challenger, we're doing the Charger, and hell, we might even do the 300 because I'm trying to build all of it for all the platforms. So then that way, we can just have them all done. Charger's already on the way. We already have the subframe pretty much dialed. I just got to get time to get working back on this. And this one, we are going to murder it out, right? We already discussed that. We are going to go with the black, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one,
I
we
want
like
all
the
black.
black so much because I'm doing behind the scenes a car for a buddy of ours, and he has a blacked out Charger, and she just fell in love with it. So she's like, you know what? This one should be all black.
All black.
All blacked out. So we're going to like sand it all down, paint it all black, and then just...
In our booth.
In our booth. All murdered out, which is so freaking sick. So that's the deal with this. The R8. Now, a lot of you guys have been wondering, what's the deal with the R8? We have to weld up the aluminum frame. You have to know what you're doing when you're doing stuff like this. And that's another reason why I've been practicing, because I want to put this car together. I want this car to be probably another drift car. We have a lot of welding to do, and I'm still have to finish practicing. But with this one, we will probably start this project back up in probably like the next month and a half, 2 months.
I would say like 4 or 5. We have the Bronco that we need to
That's
focus
true.
on.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe like
Well, we're
6
mixing it up because we're having people. I'm gonna have people come down. You know what? If any of you guys want to come on down to the shop and help us work on any of these cars, if any of you
How
guys,
can you want to weld? You said.
well, I'm willing to pass it up. If there's a guy, you know, that's better than me, listen, I have no problem stepping aside and letting some guys work their magic. So, you know, just putting that out there. So that's the deal with the R8. And last but not least, my uncle's old C10. Well, now my C10. Yeah, wasn't expecting this to fall back into my hands, but me and my uncle had a deal when I built him this truck, and I had the first right of refusal, and the opportunity came back for me to buy it, and I said, sure, I will gladly take it back from you. Now, for all you guys that don't know, this is a 75 C10 with a 5.3 that I built on my first actual 5.3 I ever built. It has an NV 4500 5-speed, full stainless headers though, all the works. And this truck, unfortunately, he used it for work. He scratched it up, did a few things, attempted to repaint it and try to do his, after the first time of him failing on body work. Yeah, he didn't learn his lesson. So I don't know what we're gonna do with this project yet. I tried starting it the other day and it doesn't want to start now. So.
Well, good thing you got your battery charger station.
You're right. Yeah, I don't know what the future of this truck holds, but
I can do something with it.
You want it? You think you want to tackle this?
I don't know if I want it, but I can do something
You
with
can
it.
attempt to track it. Listen, if you want to take the time to strip this and get it right, well, first you got to get it running.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Okay.
You can have it.
So if I can get it running, then I can keep it.
You got a deal. You got to paint it. You got to do everything with it.
That's
and
right.
then you could just
This would be my practice of everything.
darn right. You can practice on this, and
At
then
least it doesn't need welding.
yeah.
I don't want to practice that.
And I guess we'll put it on your Instagram. There you go. Yeah. So guys, if you guys want to see the updates on this, go follow Desi on her journey with the C10. Well, first you got to get it running, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
If you don't get it running, and you don't call me.
Okay.
Don't call me.
But then if someone offers you money after I get it running, would you take it?
Yeah, that's money. Oh no, I'll let you fix it, and then I'll sell it.